Our first stop on our worst rated thrift store adventure is going to start at this one Goodwill. It has 2.6 stars, and honestly, most of the reviews in this thrift store and the other ones that we were going to be going today have to do with like the prices being too expensive and the staff being bad. I feel like I'm not seeing too many things about the pieces specifically, which for the sake of my shopping experience, that's a good thing. For this thrift video, I definitely do have a wish list that I am looking for. Oh my god, is my camera like gonna be fine? I'm just like praying it doesn't like fly off. Yep. I'm literally right outside the front door and I'm getting like filming anxiety. I'm getting so many stares. This is great. I love this. Anyways, this is my thrifting wish list. The first one isn't even necessarily like an item wish list, but it's something that I want to do just when I go thrifting is not overbuying. I just like find stuff and I get excited and I buy it and then I never wear it and it goes right back into donation into like a thrift store. So I really want to be mindful.
Very demure, very mindful.
The second thing on my thrift wish list is potentially contradictory to the first thing that I talked about. I'm looking for stuff to upcycle. I am in school for fashion design right now and I'm taking a alterations and sustainability class, and it's literally all about like upcycling clothes. I want to find projects for my class. I have like a whole Pinterest board of inspiration and stuff that I would like to create. So if I can find anything that would fulfill my Pinterest board dreams, that would be cool. Another thing that I'm looking for is I've also been seeing so many of these reconstructed sweatshirts and just like fun designs and like mixing sweatshirt materials together, and I want to make that. All right, let's talk about this first Goodwill that I went into. There was definitely a lot of cute items, like these little Mary Jane shoes I thought were super cute. The women's section was pretty well stocked. There was definitely some really great pieces in there. I was noticing a lot more of like fast fashion brands though, which unfortunately is kind of just the reality of thrift stores nowadays. There's just a lot of fast fashion in there. There were a couple dresses that I pulled to try on that I thought would be just like take home and wear pieces, but when I tried them on, they just weren't really my vibe. But there was also so many like cool dresses that had really amazing fabrics. Like this one dress, it had this like wildflower pattern, and I really debated keeping this one or letting it go back, and I chose to let it go back just because I wasn't sure if I liked the pattern on my personal like skin tone and color palette. All right, we're gonna get into the try on portion now. This is a button down shirt that I actually did end up purchasing, and I thought it was so stunning. To be honest, like the embroidery on it kind of gave me Christmas vibes. I don't really know why, it just seems like a Christmas pattern. My idea for this top is to turn it into like a corset with the little pearl buttons down the front. This one will be featured in an upcoming thrift flip video, as will literally every single other thing that I bought, because I definitely did not buy anything that I can just wear right off the bat except for one thing that we got at the final thrift store. I really debated this leopard tank top. I saw a vision for it and I really wanted to bring it to life, but I did choose to leave it at the thrift store just because it would look great on someone if they just like went to the thrift store and bought it to use as is. So I did choose to leave that one, but it was a big debate if I'm being completely honest. This embroidered dress is just like, okay, I have a story. It's not a good one, but it's a story, I suppose. I saw this dress and like a few sizes too big for me, so I was like, okay, well that's great. I'll have extra fabric to work with and like I can make something, but I definitely won't have as much fabric as like I want to create the vision. The vision is like a frilly skirt, a cute little like cutesy top of sorts. And one of the things that I really like about this dress, that the straps kind of have like this ribbon sewn onto it. I thought that I was ready to check out and the line was just obnoxiously long, and so I'm so happy that I didn't actually wait in that line, because I was like, I can't be bothered like waiting in a line. I'm way too ADD for that. I need to like just go look at a section of the store that I haven't looked at yet. And I realized that I didn't look at the skirt section, and then I found this white eyelet lacy embroidered skirt, and guess what? The waistband literally has that same like ribbed ribbon sewn into the top. And so I know for a fact that I will be like using the straps and the waistband somehow to coordinate a little matching set. And also the embroidery is like pretty similar, so I thought that this would be so beyond perfect, and then it gave me so much extra fabric to work with in creating like the flowy lacy eyelet skirt of my dreams. So this was like, oh, so serendipitous. I always check the linen section of the thrift store. Finding sheets or tablecloths or like pillowcases or whatever it is such an easy way to get a ton of like really wonderful but like cheap and affordable fabric. I just happened to find these 2 pillowcases, and they are just the most like stunning print. Blue is like my favorite color, especially to wear, and so I always like have my eye out for things in colors I like. And I could not pass this up. I'm so excited about this, and I feel like I have a decent amount of fabric to work with. I will be able to definitely create a few things with both of these, and so I am just like beyond excited. The very last thing, this is also something that I picked up when I was like being ADD and like looking through the skirt section that I otherwise wouldn't have gone into if the line was not there. But I found this pair of shorts from Abercrombie, and it has this gorgeous like embroidered, or I don't know, is this embroidered or is this jacquard? Something of the sort pattern all over it. It's kind of gold and shimmery a little bit too. These are a few sizes too big for me, and so I want to see like what I can do to these to make them first of all fit me, but just like a little bit more my style. At the first Goodwill, we spent a total of $31, which I feel like for everything that I got wasn't like a bad deal. In my opinion though, I scored with like the fabrics and the projects that I collected from this store, so I had a great time at this Goodwill. The customer service was also amazing. The man who was working at the cash register was very sweet, and so I had a good experience at this one. Also, hi, my name is Katie. I make fashion and sewing content here on YouTube, so if that interests you, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button and join our fashion family. Anyways, back to the video. We are gonna move on to the next one, which is a Salvation Army. It has 2.2 stars, which is not great. One of the complaints is that the store is organized by color and not by size, and it makes going through everything hard, which I totally understand. And I'm so 50-50 on if I like the stores organized by color or by size, because when it's organized by color, I feel like I avoid a lot of sections because there's a lot of colors that I'm just not interested in buying. But then it's also super frustrating when you find something and it's not in your size, and just finding things in your size can sometimes be a struggle, so I do resonate with that. Again, this one is all about the staff not being super great. There was a few comments about the store being really gross, so that'll be interesting to check out. Right when I walked in, I found this gorgeous orange bag. This bag was so beautiful. Oh my god, I really wanted it, but I think the price was something kind of insane. Oh, it was $20, so not like super insane, but like, you know, when I'm going to the thrift store, I'm not looking to spend $20 on something. And then I found this black one too, which I thought was so cute. I thought like the gold hardware was really beautiful. This bag felt a little too edgy for my personal style, and that black one was $11, which again, like, wasn't a horrible like deal or anything, but it wasn't like fully my style, so I didn't want to commit to that one. But literally like 2 seconds after that, I found the bag of my dreams. How beyond darling is this? It's so precious. I'm really leaning into a very girly side of myself going into 2025, and this like just ticks all my boxes. And even better, it literally fits my phone. Like, that is my only criteria when I am shopping for a bag. And when I initially picked this bag up, I was like, girl, there's no way that like my phone is gonna fit in there because it looks really narrow, but she fits perfect. There was this one purple dress that I found that I thought was so cute. In my head, I was like, oh, I could do something with that. But then at the same time, I was also like, this is really great as it is, but as it is, it's not my personal style. There's elements to this that I like, and I love the color, which is why I wanted to like take it home and do something with it. But I ended up actually leaving it at the thrift store for someone else because I know that that will be someone's like personal style. I did find this blue dress, and okay, so I will say after I found the pillowcases, in my head I was thinking, okay, these pillowcases will make a great top. I like want a matching thing to go with them. And then at the next thrift store, I literally found the most perfect blue colored dress. Okay, as is, this isn't my personal style, but this fabric and this color is so stunning to me. And I have a vision in my head of doing something like flowy and magical, and I want it to have a lot of layers, and I feel like I can achieve that vibe with this skirt. I ended up paying a total of $15 or $14.98, but like $15 for the two pieces that I got, which I feel pretty good about, especially with like that dress being so like special and beautiful, and that bag just being like the bag of my dreams. Like $15 for that, love. This is like my assessment of these thrift stores so far. We still have one more to go, but I personally have not found anything at either of those two stores that I would wear like just as is. Everything that I have purchased so far is something that I am going to upcycle. I will say I'm not looking incredibly hard for things that I can just like wear as is, because I am more on the hunt for projects and sewing experiments. So I don't know if like that reason is why I'm not finding anything that I would just wear, because I'm not necessarily looking for it. I'm kind of like searching, like if I find something like that's super cool. So what I want to like wrap around and say is, if you are into like little DIY projects and stuff, I think it kind of doesn't matter what thrift store you go to, because no matter what, you'll be able to find something. I also just kind of feel like this is a weird time of year to go thrifting, just because what I've noticed so far is everything is really scarce and sparse. So I'm not sure if it's like the time of year thing, or just like I'm going on like an off day or whatever it is. But anyways, that's my assessment so far. But this Goodwill, however, has very bad reviews. This one has 2 stars, and to be honest, in my personal experience with this Goodwill, I would probably also rate it at like 1 or 2 stars. Every single time I've gone in there, it's just so sparse. Like I can't find anything. I'm expecting that this location will also be super sparse, and I probably won't find anything, but we are gonna go ahead and check it out. This location is always so heavily disappointing, but what I will say is this time she did not disappoint. Here's the reason though. Again, I'm looking for sewing projects. I found one thing that I would not change and I would just like wear as is, but I scored in terms of like finding fabric. I'm gonna talk about this pink eyelet shirt. I can't even express how much I love this. The eyelet pattern on this is just so darling, with these little like diamondy flowers all over. I've been seeing like these really cute like bustier style dresses with like eyelet fabric like this, and this pink is just so, I'm pretty limited on fabric with this one. Luckily it is a like larger shirt, so I will have something to work with, but I really have to like use my resources wisely with that one, because it is my intention to make some type of like either bustier corset dress or like a little baby doll dress, and I really don't have a lot of fabric to work with. Speaking of other little scores, their linen section was like pretty disappointing. Aside from this one pillowcase, it has these cherries and these pink flowers all over, and I just think it is so darling. I feel like this would make like such a fun little like tank top with like a bunch of lace and, you know, things like that. The next item that I got was this blue dress, and again, same thing. I love the embroidery on this. I love the color. The silhouette is not necessarily my vibe. I have a lot of really amazing fabric to work with for this project. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with this one yet. All the other ones I kind of have like figured out, but this one I am still like devising a plan, but I am so obsessed with this color and with the embroidery on this. I think it is so stunning and it's going to be like something so beautiful. I can't wait to make something with it. The next thing that I got, same thing. It's like a blue dress with this lace over top, and then there's sparkles also, and I just like love the fabric. I feel like this would be a really cute summery two-piece set. That's my vision for it. I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing to it quite yet. The very final item that we picked up from this little worst rated thrift store adventure is this pair of kind of satiny pants. It's this gorgeous copper color. I found these in the pajama section, but I have every intention on wearing these as like normal pants. A big trend that I have been personally seeing all over is satiny pajama style pants or sets, which I actually like because how comfortable, and also I just think that like this fabric is really pretty, and I feel like this would look really cute just with, you know, like an easy summer top, and it would just be a comfortable outfit. At this Goodwill, I ended up paying $33 total for everything that I got. I feel like $33 for all of those pieces was a pretty good deal. Well, that's gonna conclude our going to the worst rated thrift stores in my city video. I actually had so much fun and such a good time, and yeah, I don't know, a thrift store is a thrift store. I'm coming to realize, yes, some are better than others, but usually you can find something, right? Anyways, until next time, bye friends.